Your iPad isn't just good for watching movies on Netflix or learning how to cook on YouTube. It can also be a powerful, versatile tool to help you in every stage of your film production. What's up? I'm RJ Bakulo, filmmaker, content creator, and mental health ambassador, here to help empower you to tell better visual stories with the best filmmaking tips, tricks, and techniques. Just late last year, I flew over to Sydney, Australia to attend the red carpet gala of the SF3 Smartphone Flick Fest. My mobile shot and edited short film was screened on a big screen in front of an audience and even won an award that night. Among the prizes I received was a brand new 11-inch Apple iPad Pro with M2 chip. Providentially, that new iPad was used to help produce my next short film, The Multiverse Syndrome, playing an important part in every step of the production process. In this video, I want to show you the different ways you can use your iPad, whether it's the newly released iPad Pro with M4 chip or an older iPad, to help you in your filmmaking process. Before we get into it, I want to thank Cable Time for sending me their 8-in-1 USB-C hub with foldable stand for testing and review, an extremely useful iPad and tablet accessory that can boost your mobile productivity and efficiently bring your film idea to reality. I had the idea for my film, The Multiverse Syndrome, germinating in my head for more than a year. All was needed was to extract that story concept from my brain and put it to paper, or in this case, my iPad. In my previous film productions, I've used Final Draft on my computer to write my scripts, a professional industry standard screenwriting software used by all your favorite Oscar and Emmy award-winning screenwriters, which costs around $200 to purchase, or half that price if you're an educator or a student like I was. Even with that educational discount, it still wasn't cheap. Thankfully, I recently learned there was a mobile version available for iPhone and iPad called Final Draft Go, which only costs $1.99 a month to use. Man, this was truly heaven sent. With my new iPad M2, I would find any time and anywhere to work on that script. If I was at home, I would connect one of my Bluetooth mechanical keyboards and mouse and plug my iPad into a monitor for maximum productivity. If I was in a cafe, I would use my Initech case and keyboard combo, a great budget alternative to the Logitech Combo Touch case and Apple's Magic Keyboard. And then, if I'm still script writing at night, I just take the iPad with me in bed and let the inspiration continue to flow. The great thing with Final Draft Go is you can save the progress of your script on the Apple Cloud and can easily review it or continue script writing even on your iPhone. In a few weeks, after a few drafts and revisions, I was able to finish a shooting version of the Multiverse Syndrome script, which would be the blueprint for the rest of this film production. Other important ways my iPad was used in the pre-production process was to make shot lists and shoot schedules using Google Docs, Notion, and even draw shot-for-shot storyboards using a PDF document in Adobe Acrobat and my Apple Pencil 2. If you're environmentally conscious, this is practically a paperless round. Yay, save the trees! Sadly, iPad cameras have never been up to par with their smaller iPhone counterparts. Then again, who would want to shoot a film with a camera that looks like a big, flat, full-size notebook? It looks ridiculous. What this flat form and massive screen is good for is to use it as a field monitor. There's a select few apps that can do monitoring as well as controlling your iPhone camera remotely. Filmic Pro did it first, which used to be a separate app, but now it's folded into their main camera app. The recent Final Cut camera app has this feature and can even do multicam up to 4 cameras, while wirelessly monitored and controlled from within the Final Cut Pro app on iPad. And just quite recently, the latest update to the Blackmagic camera app, which is a free app mind you, also allows remote control and remote monitoring. My go-to choice that I used on this short film production is the ProTake app, which also lets you connect up to 4 devices, and even Android devices, and it lets you monitor and control them wirelessly on an iPad. I've been using this workflow for years now and just worked perfectly on this recent production, watching my composition and exposure and hitting record while literally sitting in the director's chair. Other ways you can use an iPad in the production stage is turning it into a portable audio recorder or mixer with your external mic plugged in. Or you could download a Clapperboard app that usually has a running time code for workflows that require syncing sound and visuals, as well as multiple cameras. Probably the best suited use of the iPad for filmmaking is the ability to edit your film with apps that have powerful capabilities almost as good as their PC or Mac counterparts. For beginners and even non-beginners, I highly recommend CapCut, which isn't just good for making TikToks, but is also very efficient in assembling a short film and adding music, sound effects, transitions, titles, and even special visual effects. If you want something more advanced, similar to a traditional desktop video editor, there's the awesome LumaFusion, the OG in the mobile video editing space. LumaFusion is packed with pro features such as allowing multiple video and audio tracks on a timeline, advanced color grading and audio mixing tools, and also some upcoming features being added like speed ramping. My previous award-winning mobile shot film, The Art of Living, was entirely edited on LumaFusion. The last video editing app for iPad that I totally recommend is DaVinci Resolve from Blackmagic Design. DaVinci Resolve on desktop has always been my go-to editor for narrative films and content creation. And with this iPad version, it's exactly the same fully featured software as the desktop version, not some watered down made for mobile port. It has professional multi-track timeline editing with heaps of effects and transitions. Where it really shines is for color grading your footage, especially if you shoot in log like me. DaVinci Resolve has pride of place as the industry standard color grading software. With apps like these, now you have the power of Hollywood right in your lap. And with all these professional use cases, the iPad is one powerful tool in your mobile filmmaking arsenal that further democratizes the power of visual storytelling to the masses. Now, a great way to make all this filmmaking productivity really efficient is using a USB hub to expand the possibilities of your iPad. CableTime graciously sent me their 8-in-1 USB-C hub, which also acts as a foldable stand. What it does is essentially turn your iPad or tablet into the ultimate workstation. With this 8-port media hub, you can connect a monitor or TV with a HDMI port that supports up to 4K 60Hz video output, so that you can edit with speed and accuracy on the larger screen. There are two USB-A 3.0 ports and a smaller USB-C 3.0 port, all with fast 5 gigabits per second data transfer rate, so that you can potentially plug in external hard drives or SSDs to load or backup footage. Additionally, if you use another camera other than your phone, like a mirrorless DSLR or a GoPro, you can use the SDTF 3.0 card reader to download your video footage. Most modern devices these days have ditched the headphone port in favor of wireless Bluetooth headphones. But when it comes to video or audio editing, we know we need no latency audio monitoring. Thankfully, this hub is also a digital audio interface with a 3.5mm audio and microphone jack. Lastly, there's a USB Type-C port that provides power delivery of up to 100 watts to make sure your iPad never runs out of juice while in the middle of long script writing or video editing sessions. All this is possible through a single cable that plugs your device into a USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type-C port on the hub. And to make the convenience even more perfect, the hub folds out as a really sturdy stand for your device. First off, I have to commend the really solid build quality of this thing, which is made of aluminum alloy, giving it a reasonable heft without being a brick in your bag. The hinge of the foldable stand is very strong and tight, able to hold up your expensive iPad Pro without tipping over, while also able to adjust the tilt to your liking. There are also non-silicone pads on the feet and backrest that prevents your iPad from slipping or getting scratched. The design itself is minimal and seamless, with this dark metal finish similar to my iPad collar. The fold-out supporting feet are thick enough even to hold my iPad Pro with a case. The multi-data cable that connects your iPad to the 8-in-1 hub has a thoughtful 90-degree elbow design with a quality braided cord that has just the right amount of minimal length so that you don't have an excessive cable hanging around. Overall, the design just seems so integrated and seamless with my iPad Pro M2, turning it into a purposeful workstation with a stylish, minimal aesthetic. The way that it folds into a compact unit, about the size of a regular power bank, makes it really portable and convenient to take around and do productivity anywhere. And it even comes with a velvet pouch, so that the aluminum alloy hub doesn't scratch up against anything while in your bag or purse. All in all, if you want to enjoy reliable performance with crisp 4K visuals, 100-watt power, and 5 gigabits per second data transfer, this portable 8-in-1 USB hub and foldable stand from Cable Time is perfect for your productivity and creativity needs. Who knew your iPad could be your own portable Hollywood dream factory machine? If you want to check out the apps I use or interested in purchasing this USB hub and stand, there are links below in the description. And if you found value in this video, please give that algorithm a nudge by hitting the like button or subscribe to my channel to see more awesome content like this. Until next time, reframe your mind.